Perfect Mask is an outstanding program that allows you to remove things like backgrounds or create advanced masks on your images without having to spend a lot of time. In this introduction, I'll show you a couple of preferences that'll be great to know when you use the program, as well as a couple of tools and options that you may want to remember. First, I'll go up to the Edit menu and scroll down to Module Settings. These are special Perfect Mask settings that are specific to this program. First, up at the top will be Remember Tool Mode for each tool. This gives you the ability to save the information from each tool on the left-hand side of your screen so that anytime you bring an image into the program, it will keep your tool settings the way that you like them. Then below, you have your Segment Scaling drop-down menu. The way that Perfect Mask works is by segmenting your image into color information. When it brings it into the program, it automatically looks at your photo and separates all of those segments down. This segment scaling drop-down menu gives you the ability to adjust how you'd like the program to do so, whether it's in smaller segments, which will go faster but is less accurate, whether you'd like it to have larger segments, it will go a little bit slower but it'll be more accurate, or you can go right in the middle and select medium. I like to choose larger, slower, and more accurate because I'm okay with the program taking a little bit longer so that it's more accurate about the colors that it's segmenting in my photo. When I click OK, it'll save those settings for me. On the left-hand side of my screen is my tool well. This is where I'll find all of the different tools that I have access to. There are a couple of very important ones to make sure that you remember. First, you'll see I have the drop brush selected on the left-hand side. When I use this brush, it tells the program what colors I'd like to paint out of my background. All I need to do is click and drag, and it will remove that color for me. A couple other tools that are important to note are the Refine brush and the Magic brush. The Refine brush, which is right below the Drop brush tool, can help you refine some of the edges around your image after you've removed the bulk of the background. It also responds to the original color information from your image, and you can click and drag along the edge of a mask, and it'll go through and try and remove some of that excess information. The Magic brush works in a similar way by selecting specific colors and only removing those as you use the brush and paint with it. You also have tools like the Color Spill brush to help remove unwanted color reflections, as well as some advanced masking tools, including a magnetic pen tool, a chisel tool to help chisel away excess pixels around the edge of your mask, and even a blur tool. Down on the bottom left-hand side of your screen, you'll see the All Layers drop-down menu. This gives you the ability to adjust how you'd like to view your mask. Right now, I have it set to all layers, which means that I'm taking a look at all of the different layers that are inside this image. I can also go up and choose a different way to view my mask, as well as the ability to view the segments in my image. When I select segments, it will change it into a posterized version of my photo, and I can tell how the image has gone through and separated my photo into those different color samples. I'll swap this back to all layers. On the top right-hand corner, you have your Navigator, which gives you the ability to adjust how close you'd like to view your image. Right now, it's fit into my screen, but I can zoom into 25%, 50%, and 100%. If I use the white box inside the Navigator pane, I can also scoot this around and select a different area that I'd like to take a closer look at. I'll swap this back to fit. Next to the Navigator will be my loop. If you don't want to zoom in to 100% in the center of your screen, you can select a specific zoom amount using the zoom slider, and then when you hover your mouse over your image, it will show you that 100% view of just that selected area. Next to the loop will be your histogram. This shows you the distribution of shadows, midtones, and highlights in your image. And then last will be your info pane. This will give you all of the information about your image that you have open here inside Mask. Down below, underneath the info pane, will be your Adjust Mask pane. You have things like the ability to make adjustments to the edges of your mask, as well as the ability to select how you'd like to apply this mask. When I open up this drop-down menu, you'll see that you have tons of different options, including the ability to create a brand new layer and the ability to copy your layer with a new layer mask. Underneath the Adjust Mask pane will be your Colors pane. These are all of the colors that you would like to keep and all of the colors that you would like to drop out of your image. These directly correlate to the Keep and Drop eyedropper tools on the left-hand side of your screen. I don't have any colors selected right now, but I can go through and choose them if I want to be very specific about which ones I need to get rid of. The last option here inside Perfect Mask that's really great to know is up in the Edit menu. Right in the middle, you'll see Reset All. By selecting this, it will reset all of the different tools and options in your image. Then, by going up to the Mask menu, I can go down to Reset Mask. This gives me the ability to start from scratch if I made any mistakes and want to redo any of the changes I may have made in the program. Here inside Perfect Mask, there are tons of different ways that you can remove your backgrounds, whether you'd like to do it in just a couple of clicks or whether you'd like to be extremely specific and have complete control over every pixel in your image.